Hi fellow birdies, and welcome back to another edition of SongByrd's eating show. In today's video, I'll showcase to you guys what I would eat in a day if I wasn't filming an ASMR or mukbang video. Are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and cook up some breakfast. Back with breakfast. So you guys can see I have a homemade buttered bagel and some slightly cheesy scrambled eggs and added some pepper on top of them. So let's go ahead and take a bite and see how it is. Let's try a bite of the eggs first. That's a big bite. There we go. That's what it looks like. Okay, now that's good. Yeah, I added some Parmesan cheese to it, like the one found in the shaker bottle and stuff. And I feel like adding that really enhances the flavor of these. Like, I like cheesy scrambled eggs. But the pepper also really helps and goes with it. And I did add a little bit of salt to it as well. So, yeah, these definitely taste like 100% better than like without adding anything to it. I've tried adding American cheese to scrambled eggs and stuff before too. And that's actually another one of my favorite things to do. I like cheesy scrambled eggs. What kind of things do you guys add to your scrambled eggs? Let me know in the comments. For me, I just like some salt, maybe some pepper sometimes, but mainly just salt and some cheese. And then if that's there, that's good. Next up, let's try this homemade buttered bagel. Now, as you guys saw in the video, I made it with Greek yogurt, some flour, added some baking powder to it, and some salt. And this was the results. So let's give it a go. Now that's a good bagel. The one thing that I really like about this recipe is that besides being like a lot healthier than the store-bought bagels, because if you look at the bagels in the store, they got all that stuff in it. But it's just like, this is simple and like wholesome goodness. You can like make any sort of bagels that you want to out of this. Like for me, I typically like to stick to plain everything seasoning, which is what this has on it, or cinnamon sugar. That's another good one. Yeah, let's try a bite of it with some eggs now. And that goes really good together. Now this is making me really crave like one of those egg cheese bagel sandwiches. I might make that next time. And by the way, I also have some coffee right here, some hot coffee. And that's good stuff too. Usually for me, I just add like a little bit of sweetener, a little bit of milk to my coffee, but other than that, like I don't really add much else to it. Now, if I'm making one of my iced cinnamon shaken espressos, a lot of you guys have actually asked me, how do I make that? Well, I'll tell you. So I add about a tablespoon of instant coffee into a container, and then I add about like a little bit of sugar and a dash of cinnamon. Like, don't do more than a teaspoon of cinnamon. That's like, you don't want to add too much cinnamon to this. And then about a quarter cup of like room temperature water. I actually blend it in my NutriBullet since I don't have like one of those like coffee whip things, whatever you call those things, whiffs. And then I add a cup with some ice. And then I add that coffee mixture, and then I add milk on top of that, like about 6 to 8 ounces. And you stir it together, and you have an iced cinnamon shaken espresso. And then it's sort of source. And that's one of my favorite homemade coffees. Like, that is like way better than Starbucks in my opinion. Plus, it's a lot cheaper. Because like, if you're getting like coffee at Starbucks, it's usually hella expensive. But yeah, overall, this is a really good breakfast, and I always enjoy homemade bagels. If you guys want my recipe for this, I'll leave it in the description box so you can make them yourself, and let me know how they turned out for you. Like, I think you'll really like it. Alright guys, I'm now back with lunch. As you guys can see, I've made my favorite cafe latte peanut butter banana protein smoothie. What a mouthful. But you guys have seen this on here before, and you guys see how I make it. And it's just so creamy, so good, so thick. It reminds me of a Wendy's Frosty. And it would be really cool if Wendy's came out with a cafe latte flavored like Frosty. Like they have this, like they had the triple berry one, then they had like the orange creamsicle one, and then they had strawberry, and then vanilla and chocolate. But it never come out with a cafe latte flavored Frosty. And I think if they did, it would be a big hit. Like, they already have those Frosty cold cream brews, whatever they are at Wendy's. I never have, like, tried one, I don't think. If I did, it was, like, a long time ago. But I don't really remember that. But for me, how I make this is I add about a serving of protein powder, which is about 40 grams with my protein powder. It might be different for you based on what kind of protein powder and stuff that you use. I use about 1 banana, which could be between anywhere like 100 to 120 grams. I'm going to add about 4 ounces of milk, and you can use any kind of milk that you want to with this. And then use some peanut butter, and then last but not least, top it with at least 6 to 8 ice cubes. And if you have a NutriBullet, use that. It's a game changer. I use, you guys can probably see it in the background there. That's a 900 watt NutriBullet. Now, if you want to like blend ice and stuff, you gotta have like a very powerful NutriBullet. But yeah, what is your all's favorite flavor of protein powder? Let me know in the comments. There's quite a lot of protein powders out there. Like, don't get me wrong, like I've had my share of protein powders over the years. I've usually stuck with Premier Protein. I've tried the Orgain protein powders and stuff like that. It's just too chalky. Like, I just really didn't like all the strange aftertastes and stuff, I guess, with the stevia. I've also tried Aldi flavored protein powder. That was okay when I did try it. I mean, Premier Protein is the one that I keep coming back to. Now, the cool thing about my Premier Protein is that I get it off of Amazon, and you can actually like subscribe and save on Amazon. It saves you like a little bit of money per month. I think like, 15-20%. So say if I buy like, 2 of these a month, because I use the protein powder every single day, I only pay about $40 for 2 containers of this stuff. Or I think at other locations it's running for about $25 a piece, so it saves a little bit of money. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a really cool protein powder, try the Cafe Latte. They also have like vanilla, chocolate. I think they might have strawberry, but I'm not sure. But I always like see this one, vanilla and chocolate, on Amazon. And I totally recommend it. It's like one of the best protein powders in my book. And a lot of you guys over the months have been asking me how to make this protein smoothie. Well, here you go. Alright guys, I know, back with dinner. So for dinner tonight, I actually made some homemade fries and along with a filet of fish sandwich. So I recently found a recipe for on Instagram. I think it's by this lady called Fit Foodie Living or something like that, but she makes like a lot of cool recipes that are healthy and stuff like that. So basically I took a cod fillet and like cooked it and stuff, some good cornflakes and these seasonings. So let's go ahead and give this a go. That's actually pretty dang good. So the seasonings that I used for this were paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. Honestly, don't feel like it's all that close to filet of fish, but it's probably cheaper making it at home. Yeah, that's a good sandwich actually. And instead of like half a slice of American cheese, I use the whole slice. So the only thing that I'm not particular about with the filet of fish, although it's my favorite sandwich from McDonald's, is why did they put half of a slice of American cheese on a sandwich? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, the cod is flaky, cooked, this is a pretty good darn sandwich. I'm gonna be probably doing this for an ASMR or just saving it for on the go. Now let's try these homemade fries. Now I did use russet potatoes. I peeled the potatoes and I tossed it with the same seasonings basically as what's on a sandwich. These are really, really good fries. Like just as good or better than McDonald's. It's typically, for me, I don't like eating fries with the skin. Although I will sometimes, but in this case, I peeled all the skin off before I cooked them. And toss them in some oil, seasoning, salt, pepper, whatever you want to do. And we'll air fry it at about, 380 for about 13, 14 minutes. And I just used one potato. And I got that many fries. One damn potato. If you got like a bag of potatoes and you're trying to figure out what to do with the potatoes, now you know what to do. Make some fries. Of course, other things you can make with it too is like mashed potatoes, taters, like tater tots, waffle fries, crinkle cut fries. Like, you can make a whole lot of stuff with potatoes. Potatoes are good for you, like a good source of carbs and potassium too. So yeah, like, do you guys like fries like this? Like, what do you put on your fries when you're trying to make them yourself? Let me know in the comments. And also, let me know if you tried this sandwich. If you want to learn how to make it, I will include a link to the recipe in the description box for you guys to check out. This is a pretty good recipe in my book. Like I said, it's not close to a fillet of fish at all. It's completely different, but, it still tastes great. Like, I'll take it over fillet of fish any day and I can't get it. Just make sure you buy cod fillets from the store, and they gotta be defrosted, unless you use fresh cod. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's What I Eat in a Day video. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, or if you have any other suggestions for videos for me to do, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell to receive notifications, and I will see you guys in the next eating show video. This is Crystal signing off. Bye birdies!